Right, question 1, part 2. We've done the frequency table and now we're being asked to construct an Ogive for the data. So we're going to look at use our frequency table that we've already constructed to produce the Ogive. And here is the frequency table that we produced in the previous video. And to produce the Ogive, we'll only be using the cumulative frequency column and the class boundaries. These are the only two columns we'll be using to create our Ogive. Right, so our Ogive is going to be a wee graph. Here's a rough sketch, right? And up on the vertical axis we'll have the cumulative frequency, and on the horizontal axis we'll have our class boundaries. So something like that. So we could, I suppose we could get rid, or we could rub out, cover over if you like, some of the other categories of columns so that we don't get confused. So here we are, we're going to construct the Ogive. Look, I've erased all the data from the frequency table that we don't need, so I just have left the class boundaries and the cumulative frequency. And first of all, this is an Ogive, right? So I put a title on it. Ogive, and what's it about? It's about cows per farm. And on the left side here, the vertical axis, we always have the cumulative frequency. So the cumulative frequency would be, in this case, would be the number of farms. And on the horizontal axis down here, we're going to have cows per farm. That's our title, but we're always using the class boundaries. We have 5 classes, so that we're going to have 5 data points, and we're going to be using the upper class boundaries, right? So we put a little mark here, 3 more there, that's the second one, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Maybe we could have used 4 marks and spread out a bit better, so I'll just go back on them. We'll go in here, say, and 4 over, another 4 over, 4 over, 4 over. So this one, well, we'll have a wee break here as well. So that, because we're going to be starting at, we always have a wee break here. Why do we have a wee break here? I don't know. We'll stick it in anyway. So actually we're going to have our first upper boundary here, second one here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is going to be 34.5. next one is going to be 51.5. over here will be 68.5. 85.5 here, and lastly 102.5. Now that'll be like our x coordinates. So, and up along the left, up along the vertical here, we'll have our cumulative frequency. We're going up as far as 35. So say each jump is going to be 5 units maybe, and we'll have 7 hops. So from the bottom here, say the 4 up, call that 5. Another 4 little blocks will be 10. Another 4 blocks, 15. And that's not going to work because we're going to run out of space. So we could use 3 blocks. See, sometimes you have to redraft these things. Right, so 3 blocks, say 5. 6 blocks is 10. And 15. 20. 25, 30, 35. So it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. And our first data point, we're going to start with 30 with the upper class boundaries, right? So we're going to use this 34.5 and a cumulative frequency of 1. So it's like graphing, 34.5 comma 1. So 34.5 and 1 up. 50, that's 5, so 1 is going to be barely off the line here, if you like. So mark it in. That's it, done. The next one is going to be 51.5 paired with 3. 51.5 out and up as far as 3. So somewhere here. Next up, 68.5. That's paired with 8. Say there. 85.5 and 23. 85.5 and 23. There-ish. And next up, 102.5 and 35. The very top of the house. 102.5 and 35 up there. And then we can draw these data, join these data points with a straight line or straight-ish line. I'm going to switch to red, but we go back here into here for our first. This here represents 17.5. So we should mark, we should have wrote it in actually. So that's 17.5 in there. Okay, and a red line marks. Now you do this better with a ruler, etc. And that's our Ogive constructed. We have our title, we have our vertical and horizontal axes labelled, and we have our units drawn out.